the last 3 months, this app has changed the way I get stuff done in the best way ever. It's made it fun. So let's go ahead. I'm going to walk you through this app. When you first launch the Clear app, it will take you directly into your list view. Now, if this is the first time you've installed it, you'll probably get a walkthrough process, and I'm sure it's going to be great. You'll see my list is pretty extensive. I use this app for like nearly everything now just because it is a joy to use. But I can come into today and you can see I have a few things that I still have to get completed today. And one of them is read. So one thing about this app, if you normally keep your phone muted, I recommend unmuting it at least for a little bit to just hear what this app sounds like. So right here, just to mark an item as completed, you'll just swipe and just mark it off. And as you mark off other things, the sounds change. And when everything's marked off on your today item, you'll see you get the line through the actual list item itself. It's just so awesome. I love the way it sounds. So I can come back because I actually haven't completed these items yet, but I did read earlier today, so I can actually mark that done. Now, once you have any amount of items completed, you can actually swipe up to clear them all out. So if I just click right here and just swipe up and let go, it clears that out, it goes away, and of course you get another amazing sound. So you'll notice on here there's no back button. You can't swipe back. As of right now, they give you two different ways in the beta. Now, one way is definitely the new way and the way they've been pushing lately, but by default, the old way was just to pull down and just keep pulling, and then you can let go and it actually goes back. The new way is there's a little hidden button right here, right above this little indicator line, and all I have to do is tap right there and it goes back as well. You can even move items from lists, and I've been doing that like crazy lately. So say I have a few video ideas. As you can see, the way I do it, I use the emojis on all my list items as well. That way everything's categorized, but I can just tap and kind of drag. And I can even tap more than one, hit back, move it up to today, and drop it. So now if I come in here, you can see these items are now listed for today. And once again in here, if I need to move these around, I can. Now with adding new items, you can either just tap at the black area in the bottom, and that gives you a new item to add. So if I wanted to say item, if I could spell, item 1, and then there's this little next button. If you want to keep adding more items, you can do it that way. If you're done and you have everything, you just tap and then it just goes out of the edit or add new items. Let's say you want to add an item somewhere at the top, you can just drag down until you see that add thought and add it right there. Or if you want to add an item somewhere in the middle, you can actually just kind of pull it apart and add a thought wherever you want, which is really awesome. Now it does have the ability to do reminders. So I like the way they do it. You just kind of go like you're going to actually complete it. But if you just keep pulling, you'll actually get the option to add a reminder. So let's say I want to do 5 p.m. today. And now you can see it's due in 51 minutes. And this will keep changing as it goes through, but you can also do it in multiple days away. So let's say I want to do this at 5 p.m. tomorrow. So now that one says tomorrow at 5 p.m. If you want to clear one, you can just pull back in there. There's a little clear button right here. Hit that, and then that reminder has been removed. And also, like these two that I've added, let's say I don't really want those anymore, but I'm not going to mark them done. You can swipe the other way to delete them. Now, currently they don't have any reoccurring items. I believe they're working on that. I think at one point they had something in the beta working towards that, but they pulled it out quite a while ago and they kind of just focused on the essentials. But one thing Clear has that no other app can compete with is the amount of personalization that you can do inside the app. So if I come back and then once there's that hidden button, it's still here as well. I can click. Now this is the settings page of Clear. So you have your My List, Personalize, Rewards, Shop, Gift Clear, and archive. So this is an archive list. You can actually just archive lists rather than just delete them. So everything in there goes right into this archive folder. Now, gifting Clear, as far as I understand, and I could be wrong, I think Clear may be a free upfront app, and that most of the money they're hoping to come from the personalization. So, but you can earn some personalization stuff through the rewards. But I just want to show you the extensiveness of the personalized section. So in here we have themes, icons, fonts, quotes, and sounds. The amount of items that they give us. So if I come into themes, now I've been collecting these in the beta. I don't actually get to keep them, but I wanted to just make sure I had as many as possible to show you in this video. So I've been buying them through the beta, which was free, but once the beta is done, they all go away basically. But just look at this. This is insane. So there are going to be, on launch, maybe even more, 167 different themes. Now, every theme comes with its own icon as well, and they do have a little bit of like themed. So they have like the iPhone 15 blue, the iPhone 15 Pro blue, and I mean, I'll just go to one. So you can see the whole theme changes everything that it looks. There's a cotton candy. There is also stuff that reminds you, let's see if I can keep going up. There is also some really fun themes. So like if I come in here, there's the plumber's bro, which is Luigi. And then there's also the plumber, which is Mario. So if I come out, so now it will change the icon as well. You can actually stop it from doing that if you want to. But look, so and now it's like the yellow. So it's, but if I come in here, I go into today, and now it's themed like Mario. So it's really awesome the way they do stuff with the themes. One of my favorite ones is the 15 Pro. So this is the natural, but they also have the Switch, the Clear Boy. They have some Avengers ones with Captain America, Hawk, Wolverine, Iron Man, Spider-Man. They have Harry Potter stuff with the Ambitious Snake, the Wise Raven, Loyal Badger, Brave Lion, so many Homer Simpson styles. It's insanely extensive. Now, if I go ahead, I like the heat map one personally myself, which is the default. I don't know, it's the one I always used in the original as well, but I think the colors just look great. But now you can see it changed my icon back to the original icon. But if I go into icons, I have all of these that I've unlocked throughout. And right now I have 53 of 70 different icons. 70 different icons that you can pick from. So they have like a knitted version of the logo. They have a silicone, which looks like a computer motherboard. They have a little bit of a sticker look. Hot chocolate. This came out around Christmas time. One of my favorites is this Mac 84. So it looks pretty cool. But they also have like an old iMac look. And if you look closely, you can even see the Clear app inside on the Mac screen. I mean, the level of detail that they did on these items. So the item box is the one that kind of goes with Mario. So if you don't want the default Mario theme, you could have like the little brick that he hits. So many different icons, and they all look great if you ask me. But that's not it, because they also give you fonts. Now I'm using a custom font currently. I think it's actually called Atomic something, or nope, sorry, Vault Alarm. I have 37 of the 85 possible with fonts, which is just crazy. I think by default they use San Francisco. I personally like everything capitalized, so that's why I went with the Vault Alarm. But they have like a Walt Disney looking font, a Harry Potter font. It's insane. I think there's a Captain America one in here somewhere. Some of them are a little crazy. There's Captain of America. Some of them get a little crazy. Oh, the Mario one. That one is insane. Like, I don't know who would want to use that. Maybe if you're using like a solid color theme, you'd be okay. but whew, that one's a rough one for me. So along with fonts, you also have quotes. So the way quotes work, just to show you real quick, if I go back to a list and I go to a list that doesn't have any items in it, when you have a list with no items, you actually get a quote. So you can see just a little fun quote, but there's all different categories, of course, of quotes as well. So if I come in here, there's space facts, math facts, movies to watch. There's a lot of them. One of my favorite ones is the dad jokes because I got to brush up on them. But anyway, they're really great. They're really funny. You can even like get an idea of what you're going to see by just continually tapping down here. If you want one and you can't, you can drag it to the bottom and then you can see like the quote in full. So just keep that in mind too. If you want to get some idea of what you might see, you can do it that way as well. I'm going to stick with the dad jokes for now. And then of course there's the sounds, because this app is heavily about its sounds. So many different sounds. I got 15 of 16. So I've almost collected all the sounds before the beta was over. By default, the dopamine plus one, which is great. But there's a piano. The clear AI, and you can get a little bit more. There's a droid, like if you're a Star Wars fan like I am, that might be a little fun. A gadget. And there's this one as well. And let me know what you think this is from, if you know what TV show this one's from. But yeah, so lots of fun with those as well. So that's all the personalization. With rewards, as you use Clear, you can unlock more personalization. So right here you can see I've unlocked a bunch. There is still more that I can unlock by just using Clear every day. You don't always have to buy, which is great. They do a great job of making a lot of these easy to hit. That way it keeps you motivated to continue to unlock them as well. And then there's the shop where you can buy new ones and everything. It looks like everything's going to be priced at $2.99 US for icons and themes. And it seems like fonts are just going to be free. So that's really great. I'm glad they're doing that. But you can also gift Clear, which is mainly just, I believe, sharing it to people. You don't actually have to buy it. You're not going to be buying it because, like I said, I believe the app is free. But even that Mac one that I love, all I have to do is share the app with 3 people and I can get that icon just like that. So it's just cool. And then there's the archive. So you can see right here, I got a couple archived items that I'm done with, and I can just swipe and delete them if I want to. Now you pick whether you want to archive a list or not. So in here, if I just drag a little bit, it archives. If I drag it all the way, it will delete it. So you have that option. You don't have to archive lists, but it's nice that they do give us that option. So this is Clear. Please let me know if you've enjoyed this video. And if you're going to give Clear a try, there's a link right down below. I get nothing for it. I just wanted to share it. This is just one of the best apps I've used in a very long time. And I just wanted to share it with all you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see other software that I use, click right here to see that. I hope you have a great one. God bless.